What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man Chaz Ellis once again. And one of the biggest things I get in the comment section, also in personal messages, is why all the game? What's up with the game? Why do we have to play games? Why do we have to deal with these games? Why do we have to go through this? Why do we have to go through that? It's like anger and stress and people constantly being upset and complaining about the fact that game exists. This is why you're not winning the game. This is one of the biggest reasons why you're struggling. Because we generally hate games that we're not good at. Instead of improving, we simply complain. You hate tag because you're not good at tag. Now you could get mad or you could get in the comment section and say, no, I was the tag champion. I just hated it. You can lie to everyone else, but you're not fooling me. You hate the things that you're not good at. You hate basketball because you can't dribble. You hate football because you can't tackle. You're not fast. You don't like the sport because you're not good at it. You weren't introduced to it at a young age, so you don't think you'd be good at it. You don't like playing something because you're not good at it. You don't like playing it because you suck. Now, I know that might piss you off, that might upset you, but here's what we do and here's what we're taught to do in life. When we're young children, we're taught to gravitate towards the things that we're really, really good at and totally avoid the things that we're not very good at. So if you're really, really good at sports, you're taught to go out there and play all the sports. Go play everything. Go enjoy everything. Have fun. Run around the track. Whatever. If you're really, really good at school, you're taught to go focus on school. If you're good at math, you focus on math. You're good at English, you kind of focus on English. Anything you're not good at, you kind of get away from. Like, hey, don't take those hard math classes, you might fail. So this is what we do in life. This is what we're taught to do. So what it teaches us to do is be really, really, really good at the games that we were born naturally good at and suck at anything that we weren't born naturally good at. What does that do to us in the long run? We get older, we grow up, we become adults. Then we get forced into situations where we actually have to play a game, whether we're good at it or not. Whether we learned how to play or not. We get forced into a situation where we have no choice but to participate in the game. This is the thing. You graduate from school, you did really, really good, you got a master's degree and everything, but you never really mastered interpersonal skills. Now you get thrown into the workplace and you got the whole workplace game. You got all of this stuff, the office politics that you really don't understand, you really don't know about, you really don't know how to succeed. You totally want to drop out. You're like, I don't want to be involved in this office politics. I don't know anything about this. This game sucks. It sucks because you're not good at it. You got to realize that even though you value your skills more than you value someone else's, their skills are valuable too. Their skills have a place also. Maybe you're the best at math, or maybe you're the best at whatever computer programming, but they're really, really good at interpersonal skills, and you're not. Well, you may look at what you have as being the most important and most valuable thing on the planet, but what they have is valuable to the people that they work with. And that's why they may be succeeding over you. You have to play all of the games. You have to get yourself to the point where you could understand some of this office stuff so you're not sitting there at the bottom of the line working your butt off for somebody who you think you're more qualified in terms of the job. You got to be a person who can adapt. You got to take on and understand and learn how to play some of the games that you weren't naturally born good at. You got to take on some of the things that you wouldn't have taken on as a child and start becoming better at it. Start growing and start building those skills also. When you get in a relationship game, a lot of times you're pissed off because you're just not good at it. This is why you find yourself losing over and over and over again, because you keep trying to drop out and you can't. You still have to deal with people. You still have to talk to people. Eventually, you're going to get lonely and want to be in a relationship again, and then you're going to restart the game all over again. When you start losing, that's going to be your go-to move is to quit, just like you did when you were little. Anything that you weren't good at, you eventually quit. You may not have quit during the game of tag, but next time they ask you to play, you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go jump rope. That's what you try to do in a relationship situation. You're not really good at it. You're not really able to master the situation. You're not really able to set yourself up to win. You're not really able to put yourself in a position where you can get all the relationship things that you're looking for. So what do? You try to drop out. You try to quit. A lot of times you have to understand that people don't even notice that they're playing the game when they're winning. If you're winning the game, most of the time you may not even notice that it is a game. If you're the person getting promoted at your office all the time, you probably think, oh, it's because I'm just the greatest employee who ever lived and I'm so much better at my job than everybody else. Yeah, that's from your perspective. But you're probably in the office politics just like anyone else. Even if you may not be participating on purpose, it's something that you may naturally be good at, so you're not even thinking about it. Yeah, if you're really, really good at tag, you're not thinking of the intricacies of the tag game. You're not thinking of all the moves you got to prepare before or ahead of time. You're not thinking about how complicated tag could be because you're fast, because you have great lateral movement, because you have great reflexes. You're not thinking about tag as even really being a game. You're just thinking about it as something that you're doing. Well, someone else, they're sitting there thinking about tag and trying to go through it and figure out how to do everything you're doing naturally. So a lot of times when you're winning at a game, you're not even thinking about the fact that it's a game. You're like, well, I got married and I've been married for 10 years and I didn't have to play any games and I didn't have to do this and I didn't have to do that. No, you played the same games anyone else did. You just did the shit naturally. You're just good at it without having to think about it. You just did it without having to think about all of the intricacies that went into it, all the different moves and all the different things that you had to do. You might have naturally had options just because of your personality. You might have naturally been able to build value just because of who you are as a person and how you approach the world. Whereas someone else has to think about those things step by step in order to be successful. So when you give somebody advice and say, well, I met my husband 10 years ago and I didn't have to do this and I didn't have to do that. Okay, that's not something you did consciously. But if they were watching you from the outside looking in, they would say, no, you're playing the same games everybody else is that I don't know how to play. You're doing the exact same thing that everyone who's winning is doing that I don't really understand. You just do it naturally and I can't. So if you want to be successful at the game, first of all, you have to understand that you have to play. Then you have to understand that you have to get good at the games that you weren't born good at. Master the techniques. I do videos on the techniques all the time. Master the techniques. Understand what you need to do to be successful. Stop complaining and stop crying about the fact that you're not naturally good at it and build that up. Once you start building those relationship game up, now you can use the things that you are naturally good at and be like a superhero at everything. So now that'll be your advantage. So yes, you can win the game, but you have to first understand that you need to get good at it, you need to build, and you have to stop complaining. Hopefully I was able to help you out. Once again, it's your man, Chaz Ellis. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with somebody else. Peace.